communist guerrillas in northern Thailand. You can't defeat me. Thai government. I know. But he can. The KMT's lost army. Vikings. Hey. I've seen this one. Columbus. What do you mean you've seen it? It's brand new. The US government poisoning alcohol during Prohibition, resulting in thousands of deaths. Why? Because FGM. That's why. The Hays Production Code limiting indecency in film. Alfred Hitchcock filming a flushing toilet and a woman being gutted in the shower. Germans in 1944. Germans in 1945. Hong Xiuquan claiming to be the younger brother of Jesus. Jesus himself. Pimples. 0. Blackheads. 0. Timely responses to the AIDS crisis. 0. It's time to GO. Was I a good president? Jefferson said you did okay. He arrived 5 hours before you did. But my last words were Thomas Jefferson still survives. I know. Ironic, right? We left England because we learned I had been lied to my whole life. I was told the Nazis built the Autobahn. But they didn't. I didn't blow up the USS Maine. I don't carol. When you realize Nicholas II's killers also killed 2 of his dogs. I can excuse murder. But I draw the line at animal cruelty. Irish and Italians in the late 1800s and early 1900s. I go to America. The first caveman discovering fire. Him accidentally dropping his meat in the fire. Eating it nevertheless, to not waste any food. Realizing that it makes the meat even tastier. When the Roman guards check Jesus's tomb and it's empty. Oh man. I'm so fired. People waiting for the next arc of Greek mythology be like. Jesus. Irish Republicans. Rising at Easter. Who discovered America? Everyone. Christopher Columbus. Leif Erikson. Clovis people that migrated from Northern Asia first. Nailing that bad boy to the cross. His religion shapes history for centuries to come. Nobody. Luxembourg sending 44 men to fight in the Korean War. You can't say I didn't fight. Nobody. Pope Leo X. Raiding a ship to steal its money/cargo. Raiding a ship to steal its crew members' hats. This is Yugoslavia. He was socialist. I was socialist. He is a multi-ethnic country. I'm a multi-ethnic country. I can split up peacefully. He cannot. Great success. Benjamin Tillman after proposing insanely large ships. So the Navy will never have to be modernized again. Mind size. Mega. 30 years war be like. Protestant Sweden. Catholic France. Catholic Austria. Protestant Denmark. What? History. Augustus giving women equal voting rights as men. Ending elections for all major positions. Other people. You can't flirt using the old English kingdoms. Me. Whisks. Jesus. Dies on a cross. Christians. Zanzibari soldiers after losing 500 fighters in 46 minutes. And not killing a single British soldier. Noted. People at Scrodinger's funeral looking at Scrodinger's coffin be like. Brazil and US in the 1800s being condemned for slavery by Europe. Hold on. This whole operation was your idea. Some Roman soldiers just trying to do their job. Jesus Christ. France and Great Britain. After creating fucked up borders in the Middle East then leaving. The actor playing a real life character. In a movie based on a true story. The picture of the real life person at the end of the movie. Europe. The Dutch gaining their independence. Taking 80 years and losing 10 of the 17 provinces. European shopping center today. European shopping center in the 1600s. You crucify Jesus, so he stops becoming so popular. Pontius Pilate. He comes back to life and becomes way more popular. Pontius Pilate. European borders. Developed over thousands of years of geography, conflict and political upheaval. American state borders. This is an excellent rectangle. They don't know that they are mortal. Literally any European just enjoying life. Even more Europeans just enjoying life. You are free to openly express your opinions of the communist regime. Invade Portugal who was neutral. Help France against the UK. Spain in the 7 Years' War. Historians. Finally, the oldest piece of literature. Maybe we could find some clues about the origin of man. The Sumerians starting it with. In those ancient days. See. I pulled a sneaky on ya. Europeans. Developed their borders over thousands of years of geography, conflict and political upheaval. Also Europeans in Africa. After all. Why not? Why shouldn't I just forget about their history and geography? And lump them into meaningless arbitrary states? Guard. Pope, we have to get you out of here. We are being attacked. Pope. By the Ottomans. Guard. No, by Catholics. Pope. Visible confusion. Greek literature often depicts Hades as one of, if not the most chill and benevolent gods in the entire pantheon. Almost every writer after that point when depicting Hades. Could it be Satan? Coffee. You're my only friend. Kill the African Americans. Too dark. Introduce crack into inner cities. Perfect. Being a vassal of the King of France. Being a vassal of the Holy Roman Emperor. Duke of Flanders. Point of view. You celebrate Easter on the wrong day. China after Civil War. Peasants. You have freed us. Chinese communists. Oh. I wouldn't say freed. More like under new management. Any conflict between 1920 and 1946. The League of Nations. Belgium in Europe. Belgium in Africa. Europeans making their own borders. Europeans making borders in Africa. Belgium before World War II. What is my purpose? You serve as a buffer between two warring great powers. Oh my god. Classical age amen ya. Welcome to the club, pal. Jesus. 3 days later. Thinking of everyone that took part in his condemnation and execution. Laughter. You dumb bitch. Do you have any history of mental illness in your family? I have an uncle who thinks the HRE was the true successor to the Roman Empire. Holy Roman Empire. It's the French disease. France. It's the Italian disease. Russia. It's the Polish disease. Italy. It's the French disease. Netherlands. It's the Spanish disease. Ottoman Empire. Christian disease. Have female children. Marry them off to other warlords. They go on a conquest. They die. Get more land. Because female child is ruler. We left England because we learned I had been lied to my whole life. I was told Mussolini made the trains run on time. But most of the repairs to Italian railways had already taken place by 1922. An urgent need for medicine. Edward Thatch. Taking an entire city hostage for a week. Early Catholics. Spreading Jesus' word. You will be immediately killed by this action. Proceed. Accept. When you defeat 3 world powers in less than 30 years. It smelled like gin here. Some random Sweden Finn helping the Irish rebels defend the GPO in the 1916 Easter Rising. It ain't much. But it's honest work. Jesus rises from the dead. Guards guarding the tomb. Where body? Europe normally. Europe when someone tries to conquer the whole continent. The UK privatizing its rail network. The US nationalizing parts of its rail network. Why don't we have both? Unrealistic anime girls. Orthodox churches. Where are her organs? 20th Maine being praised for holding the federal line at Gettysburg. 1st Minnesota suicide charge to buy time for reinforcement. The US. The IRA. A very suspicious amount of American weapons. The Pharisees. Romans. And everyone else hearing the news that Jesus wasn't a corpse. I was not expecting that. Kaiser Wilhelm II giving the Daily Telegraph interview. Insulting several nations at the same time. Naming your child after a fictional character. Hey there Khaleesi. How was school? I hate you with every ounce of being. Naming your child after Zulu kings. I'm so proud of you. Secheo Kampande. Ngiakathanda Baba. Congressional Medal of Honor. Nobel Peace Prize. Perfectly balanced. As all things should be. The Portuguese Colonial War. The War of Liberation. Ultramar War. Christians celebrating the resurrection of Christ like. You did it. You crazy son of a bitch. You did it. When you go from an absolute monarchy to a republic. To a dictatorship. Then to monarchy to a republic again. Parkour. The British after the French Revolution. It's not just America. The Americans have passed their arrogance over to France. Historians. You understand boy. Lee lost the war. Leobus. Lee didn't lose the war. He just ran out of troops and supplies. Yes. That's what losing a war means. Nobody. Jesus on the 3rd day. So. How was my funeral? Does your dog bite? No. But it can hurt you in other ways. Arthur Guinness. The founder of Guinness was a staunch British Unionist. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all the other YouTubers say to do. See you next time.